of a group called the Art Ensemble of Chicago, and he knew I'm a very negative and pessimistic guy, but he said, can I do something that at least had some positivity to it? So I wrote this very negative piece, but it has a lot of positivity in it because I clung to the little bit of knowledge I have about Buddhism. Joseph at the time was running a dojo and was a Buddhist. Now sadly Joseph is not in the best shape, but we love him dearly anyway. So, word of light and love, and we'll see if we get all the light and love out of it. And you ready? You ready?
You ready?
Got it.
You ready, hippie? This is light and love. You got it?
I think I'm playing with the oldest hippie and the youngest hippie, so. And I'm like lost somewhere in between all of this, I don't know. You know what they said about Hemingway being the lost generation? My generation was the lost generation. We came like in the middle of David and his fantastic generation that's responsible for everything I am, good and bad. And after us came those hippie crippies. I looked just like them, I took the same drugs as them, but believe it or not, I hated them. I mean, there's a lot more to life than just peace and love, you know what I mean? Did I say that? Go, Gossamer. Hard back. Word has it. Light is reflection. A chain link in the petals. Petals, shattered glass upon the ground, brimming with life. Undefinable links of cross-pollination, prayer on every link, this hiss in my ears, if I stop long enough, if I listen long enough, perhaps I will hear this hiss, this easy life. Why do I make it so hard, this easy life, compensation for a job well done, shadow within the jewel, here, sing someday, pensioned off, sing, oh great provider. If we turn the tree upside down, its roots will sprout leaves, its branches take root, climbing the rootless, restless wind, selfless self-reflection in the stone. The bill has been paid, the pound delivered to the collection box. The fragments have been collected and the bill has been paid, and the waltz of confused victims begun, and the reparations have been offered, and the check has been prepared, and the chain has come unbroken, though the links are not so clear. And the bill has been paid, classic reinvention of the classics, and the time is not our own, the forest through the trees, and sugar is no substitute for wisdom. The low-fat lives we live are purely fiction. The products we've been fed contain our history. The history we've been fed was surely altered, and the bill has been paid. And the flora and fauna speak our language, and the fish that swim within us see their reflection, and the captain on the shoreline knows we're drowning, this contagious madness that has no limits. Oh calorie, oh hazardous life, oh great provider and producer, from which all nourishment comes. The facts blend with the granules, oh granulated ethos, the bill has been paid, our saccharine hearts are now delivered, the tax and tip and extra charges. And the book I read is always the same, and the number on the check is always the same. The way things have been, food, beverage, subtotal, tax and total, and check and check and check and check. And the bill has been paid over and over and over again. Thank you very much, the bill has been paid. Selfless self-reflection in the stone, climbing the restless wind, the gates of mystery and virtue, possessing and nourishing nothing, this life nothing, my life nothing, illusion of life, nothing. My life so small, I don't think I could dance on it. My life like a dime, I don't think I could stop on it. I crave it and I pull away from it. I play it and I play it down and I play it all at once. Check, check, check my life, my little life. Sometimes it's so dark and foreboding, my little life. Sometimes it's unbearably sweet. And we all being born, born of not being, born of nothing, surrendering to our humility, yielding to the light, letting things take their course. And I am what I am, and I am what I am, and I'm not what I do. And the love that lands within the circle, and the easy way seems hard, and the strength of virtue is frail, and the square that has no corners, and the highest notes that are the hardest to hear, and the highest notes that are the hardest to hear. And there's always the question of the other, and there's always a balance between light and language and music and heart and soul, and a bar of broken miracles and a chain of silk secretions and a union of reflections, and reflections within the stone, and the stone and the wood within the glass, the dark glass. And we are the servants of oneness, the singing of the rib cage, our transient ideals, the relevance and tolerance, trios within the backbones of the strings. And enough is enough and will always be enough. To the doorway, into the doorway, into the entrance, into the doorway. And the bird flies freely through the 10,000 things, and the 10,000 things are the one thing, and the one thing is all things, and the thing is what makes no thing, and no thing is what we all have, and we all have, and we all did, because the bill has been paid. The bill has been paid, and the note has come due, a blue note, a true note, the part of the soundless sounding of the great beyond, and the soaring in the winds before time and space, where there was only the one, the real knowledge, and the conscious knowledge. And we enter time and space, and we split like an atom, and our knowledges merge, and we become one sense, and we become essence. And no longer are we bastard blowhard buffoons, yet all these still merging with the one, and the sky, the hot gray Lowell sky, as we dissolve, and the clouds dissolve, like a 20,000-year-old jawbone within the 10,000 things, and the 10,000 things become the shadow, and the shadow becomes a pool of dots, and the shadows emerging from the shadow become a whisper, and blood, and gladness, and tree, and the tree is lifted up like a beggar, turning its eyes away from this island of dreams, where one can be anything one wants, even if one is something else, where one can borrow what one can, always knowing that somewhere in the universe, somewhere in the universe, the bill has been paid. Thank you very much. The bill has been paid. The bill has been paid. I don't know about you guys, but I've been paying my bills all my life.
Steve Dalachinsky, thank you so much. David Amram. Silas Fox. Whoa. Well, if we're going to go from Quebec and down through New Brunswick and into Lowell, the best person to bring us into Lowell, sing to us about Jacques Lowell is longtime Lowellian, someone whose music I've come to love and admire over the years. What more to say? Bob Martin, come on up. All right.
It was free, it was free, it was free.
I will meet you guys get them.